It's Al and Yolanda. You got to be more careful.
What up? What up?
What up?
What up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Ladies.
You think you at a concert or something?
Oh, you know how it is.
He's about to get busy.
Try to.
Yeah, so we back.
We're back.
Episode 15.
Yes.
Season 2, episode 15.
15.
And we got quite a bit to talk about. Not as serious today.
No, it's just some lighthearted talk.
Lighthearted talk.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anybody that we need to shout out. We used to do that, like new listeners. Well, Lawana.
Monique.
Monique. I keep calling her Lawana. Monique. You know what I'm saying? And that last episode, your friend, I asked you about her name. I asked you about who she was.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Monique / Lawana. Classmate for listening.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a round of applause. Right? So this week's episode, like we said, is lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be as lighthearted for you, but we took a trip to Denver, Colorado, which is about an hour ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
About an hour ride, and we stayed at, what was the name of the place?
Homewood Suites.
Homewood Suites. Nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was nice.
Our room was nice.
Yeah. But before we get to the finale of this trip, the parking.
Man. So the hotel is in downtown Denver.
Beautiful place, by the way.
And the parking, the valet parking at the hotel was $54.
$54.
And so for those of you who have not been to Denver, it's a bunch of one-way streets.
Yeah.
And so where the hotel was at was like in the middle of downtown, and there was no street parking. And well, there was, but it was very limited.
Very limited.
So they have a lot of public parking garages.
It felt like Manhattan.
Well,
in New York City, right? You've been there before.
Once.
But it felt like that.
Yeah.
So, but $54 a night.
$54 a night. And then she said that they needed a deposit.
Wow.
So they was going to take the deposit and the $54 and they would give us deposit back when we checked out.
Crazy.
But why you need a deposit? So
we ended up parking about a block and a half away.
Yeah, a block and a half away in the public parking lot.
Public parking, which was $7.
$7.
Yeah. Well, $7 to park in there, but overnight it came out to what? I think $20, 21.
I thought you said it was 14.
14 then. Wow.
Yeah, it was 14, and you said altogether we paid 21.
Altogether.
Because we left to go to the game.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we took a trip to Denver for a certain reason. I'm trying to hold it back because that's where the bulk of our conversation is going to happen. But there's one thing that crossed my mind when we were like, you know, in Denver and seeing people and things like that, which was, you know, I have to go like this. Wait a minute. You look at people and you say, what are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
Sometimes people do some of the weirdest things and it makes you say to yourself, what was you thinking, bro?
Exactly.
I know you have a situation that you saw that made you like, what the?
Right. To the point where you kept on telling me I was being nosy to get out of folks' business.
Because you couldn't stop staring at
it. It was crazy.
Break it down for me. What'd you see?
We went to breakfast, and we're going to talk about breakfast a little bit later. But we went to breakfast in the hotel on Sunday morning.
Right.
And we're sitting by the windows at a table for two. And the table behind your chair, there was a couple there.
So I had my back to them.
Yes.
Right.
There was a couple there. It was, they probably was about our age, in their 50s. The woman looked like she might have been a little bit older, and I think they were Greek or something. And so the husband, I guess, the man kept falling asleep at the table.
Yeah, like straight nodding off.
Like nodding, no, sleeping.
Sleep.
Like falling dead sleep. And then the woman had got up and went to get something off of the buffet, and she came back, and he was almost falling out of the chair. So she lifted him up, set him up straight, woke him up.
Right.
And then she left him.
Right.
And when she left him, he spilled milk on the floor because he had a cup of milk in his hand and went to sleep holding the milk.
Dropped his phone.
He called, I'm assuming he called her because he kept looking towards the front to see if she was coming.
Right.
So he called her. She didn't answer. He went to sleep with the phone in his hand, dropped the phone. He had cereal, a bowl of cereal in his hand, and spilled that in his lap.
Crazy.
And I said maybe he had narcolepsy, and I was trying to figure out why did she leave him when she knew that he was sleeping like that.
So we sat there for 45 minutes or so, or close to an hour, because we were just taking our time.
Right.
I think she was at the table maybe 5 minutes.
Right. And then...
And they were there before us.
They kept piling food on the table.
Tons and tons.
So the table was covered with food. I saw him get 3 bowls of cereal.
Wow.
And a cup of milk. And he kept getting pastries for her.
Wow.
And it was like, what the world is going on?
But see, you said that he might have a disorder.
I thought maybe he had narcolepsy. But
right.
You said that he was drunk.
Yes. he it looks like he had a rough morning because of a hard night.
I don't know,
but here's the thing. This is where this comes in at. When they got up and walked away, I see a strange universe in his eyes.
When did they walk away? Because they were still sitting there when we left.
No, remember I showed you to him. He walked by. He had on like the flat Kango.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I noticed that was one thing I did notice that he had on the Kango because I have one like it.
Right.
Green. Yeah.
But there's something missing. You ever heard that statement where it said the lights are on, but nobody's home? The
lights are on, but no one's at home.
Right.
No one was home.
Right.
But
so they were
back
different.
to the what were you thinking? What was she thinking to get up from that table and leave him there for about 15, 20 minutes by himself?
Right.
And then the hotel worker,
right,
she came up to him and she asked him if he was okay. And he's like, I'm just waiting for my wife.
Weird.
But like I said, he basically fell out of the chair and everybody was just walking by and looking at him or sitting there looking at him.
Well, the Asian guy that I had pointed out to you, which I was asking you, what was he thinking? I'm not even going to talk about him. He kept staring at the guy behind me.
Right, because he was going to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I was staring at him too, but I was
it was
wondering
really,
what was wrong with him, though.
It was really different.
It was.
Sometimes I like to think that I'm normal, but maybe somebody might be looking at
true.
me saying...
Yeah, somebody probably looking at us saying something wrong with them.
Because I got a habit, like standing outside of the hotel, and people are just, saying their words to people and speaking and talking, and I be staring at people. I don't try to do it.
They probably be like, that creep over there is staring.
Yeah, it's probably like this. Like, what is this guy looking at? But I don't mean no harm. Sometimes I get caught staring.
Right.
Now, when you were upstairs, this guy walked by with black slacks on, a white long sleeve button down, but he was extremely skinny, and he had on suspenders, and the suspenders are literally holding his pants up, right? And he had on the hat like Michael Jackson used to wear.
Oh, that's the one that you said was dressed like Michael Jackson, but looked like creepy. A vampire.
Yeah. And I looked at him and I was like, I better not stare at him for too long.
Right.
This ain't what he want.
Or
you heard me?
Yeah, this ain't what he want. Or the two women that one was dressed kind of casual and the other had on a evening gown.
Yeah, it's like things be going on. And to segue into our main part of the trip.
Are we talking about people?
Basically.
Oh.
To segue, of course, before we get out of that part of this podcast, the place we ate at, the chicken parmesan was outstanding.
Maggiano's that we ate at Saturday.
Maggiano's.
Saturday evening. afternoon, whatever. Maggiano's. It was really good.
If only, you're going to laugh at this. If only they would have had Pepsi products. But I don't do the Coke thing.
Right.
So it's like, oh, man.
And what was good about it is that it was not super expensive.
No.
And then they gave you an entree to go
home
for $5.
Right.
And there was a lot of food in that pan.
So I got the chicken parmesan, and my entree to go home was spaghetti and meatball. One meatball. Meatball.
One big, huge meatball.
How do I say it? Meatball and spaghetti. And you got, what was your main entree?
Chicken francese.
That chicken was so good.
It was. And they had the arugula salad with some type of lemon dressing. It was so good. And crispy potatoes.
Crispy potatoes.
And then my entree that I got to go was baked ziti.
Baked ziti.
Which I took for lunch. Yes, it was good.
Oh, man. Let's give them a round of applause before we... So that's our experience in the hotel. You ready to move on?
Yes.
What did we go to Denver for?
To see the Cowboys and the Broncos in the preseason game.
Yeah. Cowboys and Denver Broncos at, what was the name of the field?
Empower Field.
Empower. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Empower Field. And also there'll be video up on the webpage and YouTube.
Right.
Like we got some footage walking into the stadium and pieces of the game here and there. But let's talk about it. Dallas Cowboys.
Wait a minute. We got to talk about the parking
situation. So right up on the stadium, $60.
Right in front of the stadium.
Right in front of the stadium. Inside, I didn't inquire, but I heard somebody saying it's even more. The parking.
Yeah, I could imagine inside the stadium parking lot.
Right, and some people have passes, so.
Right, but we ended up parking about a half a mile from the stadium.
Yes, for $30.
For $30, and businesses, of course, they're trying to make money.
Yeah,
businesses around the stadium.
Yeah.
So, because the stadium is downtown, also right off of Interstate 25.
Right off 25. Right.
So we walk a half a mile to the stadium. And then we walk across the large parking lot at the stadium.
Yeah.
And then we go inside the stadium.
Wait. Let me set something up. See,
okay.
While we were walking, you're ready to cross the train tracks, going over to the stadium. Talk to me about those 3 kids behind us.
Oh, so these 3 kids was behind us.
Again. What are you thinking?
Right. So these 3 kids behind us, and I know because I had on all my Dallas Cowboys swag, y'all. All when I say all, I had on shoes. They had a black Betty Boop with a Dallas t-shirt on the shoes.
Did Betty Boop have on some Cowboys stuff?
Yeah, Betty Boop had a Dallas Cowboys t-shirt on.
Okay.
I had on my Dallas Cowboys tights and my Dallas Cowboys socks.
Right.
And I had Dak's jersey on.
Right.
And my hat.
Right.
And my earrings.
Right.
And my bracelet.
Okay.
So I know that they was like, oh, this Cowboys fan walking in front of us. But they was behind us talking about this Bronco country.
Yeah.
This Bronco country.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people go too far.
Right. Because I was like, little boy, this ain't what you want.
This ain't what you want.
This ain't what you want. And if mom and dad jump in, they can get it too.
It's going down too.
Right.
Like my man TB said, you're going to make me turn around and do something.
Right. So so I slowed down and moved to the side so they could pass me.
Well, actually, I told you.
Well, I was on the way doing it anyway.
Let them go.
Great minds think alike.
It ain't that serious.
It's not that serious.
It's just a game.
And it's a preseason game at that.
Sound like my mama here. Little boy.
You
better slow it down. This ain't what you want.
I don't play with other folks' children.
Yeah. So after they got by, we make our approach to Empower. Looks great outside.
It didn't look great outside to me, but it was okay.
It was cool. But inside.
It didn't look like Allegiant. When we was in Vegas and across the street from our hotel was Allegiant Field, that thing looked nice from the outside.
It's brand new though.
Yeah, you can tell.
Broncos been around.
Yeah. So I didn't want to pay for tickets on the lower part of the stadium because I didn't want to pay $100 or more than $100 for
a
preseason game.
Right.
Especially when I knew that my heavy hitters wasn't playing.
Right.
So people, we're 54 and we just ate Italian food, which is a little heavy.
And we just walked a half a mile.
And I have to say we're out of shape because we really haven't been doing too much exercising this year.
And then we literally walked up to the top of the Tower of Babel.
So we walked up 3 ramps and then went up 3 flights on the escalator.
Mm-hmm. And then
the section that we were in, we was in row 30. So we climbed 30 stairs to get to our row. Right. And when I tell you that I felt like stopping along the way and taking a break, I did, but I didn't want to look weak in front of all the people who were already in the stadium.
I was taking my time. We're going to touch that in the end, though. We're going to touch that. I was taking my time because once I looked and I seen where we at, we were literally like maybe 10 rows from the very top.
From the very top.
From the very top.
And it's an open stadium.
Yeah. And it started raining.
Ooh, it started raining.
Yes.
And we sat there in the rain.
Yeah. That's the only reason. So if anybody see this picture that I posted the other day and I got on the Cowboys hat, that's the only reason I put that hat on, because it started raining. Don't listen. New York Giants.
Don't listen
fan.
to him. He secretly loves Cowboys. He just don't want to admit it. We all know the truth.
Don't make me act a fool.
Anyway, so the stadium was not what I thought it was going to be. It was really plain.
Now, do you think that the stadium's condition and appearance has a lot to do with the final score? Meaning you view the stadium a certain way because your team lost.
No, the stadium was jacked before my team lost. Okay. But anyway, so let's talk about Dallas.
But before we get into that, like the last 10 minutes of the game, I couldn't really focus. You're going to laugh at this. You know why I couldn't focus?
Because of that Broncos fan?
No, him too. But I couldn't focus because the floors got extremely slippery.
It did when it rained. And I was
worried about, dang, when we leave, we got to walk down these stairs, which is what I said I would touch later. I would touch it now. Mm-hmm. You told me, you said, yo, we was going down, you was walking dumb slow. Mm-hmm. But did you notice how I was holding that rail? We 54, man.
Right.
We 54. I'm trying to get out of there. I got to get back to Colorado Springs. I could just feel as if a knee popping or ankle. That they need to do something about that.
The stairs were steep.
Yeah.
It was a steep climb.
Very steep.
And the stairs were kind of narrow. They wasn't wide.
And the second reason that I couldn't focus, after the game is over, it's 17-0. Dallas didn't score yet. This guy down to our left, after all the Cowboys people, and most people had cleared out.
Because of the rain.
He stands up and started talking crazy.
Crazy.
Wasn't saying that in the beginning.
No.
But after he talking crazy.
Like, why you wait till half the stadium is cleared before you get up and start acting a fool?
And he looking around to see who's paying attention. Nobody care about you.
Right.
You know.
You know what was funny, though? We were thirsty, especially after that hike and then climbing those stairs.
Super thirsty.
And sweaty. My hat was wet from my forehead sweat.
Well, I told the refreshment guy, I was like, yo, I asked him, did he have water? And then he said he was coming back.
Right.
But
he never came back.
He's not coming back up there.
But the thing is this.
Yeah.
So that's our dog upstairs.
Yeah, I think Brownie got a nervous condition or something.
Anyway, we were so thirsty, but we were so tired that we did not leave our seats the whole game to go get refreshments.
Between that rain and that slippery floor, and I mean, when we first came, we had to tell somebody, yo, these are our seats.
Yes.
Right. So between that rain, the
it was crazy
of going up. Nah, I'm here. I'm here for good.
Right.
I'm not going back.
And then we basically waited until the stadium was kind of
empty broke out
before we went down. But go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
So Dallas Cowboys lost 17-7. Me looking at the game. Well, first of all, Dallas had no heavy hitters in there, so you expected to be whatever, you know.
But I thought it was going to be a better showing than 7.
In my opinion, my humble opinion from watching the Cowboys, the 2 touchdowns that Denver scored, they were big plays on third downs. It was just a breakdown in the defense. But when I looked at the stats afterwards, Dallas led in just about every category. Their defense basically shut down Denver's running game. I don't think no one had over 20 yards or something like that. They were okay. It's just it's a moment when you have a lapse and boom. But that wins games, so you can't complain about that.
Right. And then
the major thing, give it to me.
17 penalties for 129 yards.
It seemed like every possession.
What did I say at the game? How many times did I say it?
What?
We can't be doing this.
No.
We're not about to do this stuff this year.
No. Dallas, the score was tied as far as third down conversions. Dallas had more first downs off the first down. They got more first down. They had more running yards. And
they had the ball for, 34 minutes?
Almost half of the game.
Right. Over half the game.
Over half the game, which is crazy. How do you lose that?
How do you lose?
But like you said, no heavy hitters.
No heavy hitters, but there was a standout.
Talk to me.
Oh, Malik Davis. Number 34.
Undrafted free agent from
Florida.
Played
for the Gators.
Yeah, played for the Gators. I told you when he first ran the ball, if you remember, I said, y'all got one. It was the way he was hitting the holes. It was the way he was explosive in the holes. The way his head was on a swivel and he looking for who's next. And he was hard to tackle. Right? So I think he had about
51 yards.
51 yards, but then he had like
Russian.
He had like another. Oh wow! Let me look that up.
I think he had 20 something receiving or something like that.
Something like that, which was for a preseason game, not bad.
He got 11 touches, right?
11. Now keep in mind that Dallas had 4 running backs that averaged 4 yards a carry.
3. They had 3 running backs.
Ricky Dowdle, Malik Davis. What was the other guy's name? He's from Harvard.
Shemkin.
Yeah, something like that. You say so. You're right. 3. Now all 3 of those guys averaged almost 5 yards a carry.
Right, but I think Malik he was averaging 6 yards a carriage, right? Carry, not carriage.
But how do you lose a game when your running game can do whatever they want to basically out there? How do you lose that?
Right, because they had more rushing yards than the Broncos.
They did. Broncos had more passing, but only off 2 plays, the 2 touchdowns.
And then they did the field goal.
Yeah.
We missed our field goal.
Yeah, but my personal opinion, Dallas Broncos regular season, Broncos going down.
Yes.
They ain't got enough firepower between Dak and CD, Zeke, Pollard, and then on the defense, Micah Parsons. And Trayvon.
Diggs. And DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, they kind of, and then with this new addition, this guy here, this Malik Davis, he gonna be all right.
I know he gonna make the squad.
Right, and your wide receiver core, I was reading they have a new guy there too, that he's pretty decent also, but they'll be okay.
But then you gave me some bad news right before this podcast.
Yeah. Let me while I'm looking that up. Right?
Yes, see if they gave any updates on it.
I want you to talk about one of your favorite players, underdog, but he played for Denver now. Who's that?
Jaquan Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Jaquan Hardy was a rookie last year, and for Dallas, and they let him go in the offseason. And I really thought they was going to keep him because the few times that he did get in the game last year, I think he did. When he got in, he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown.
Running back.
Mm-hmm.
He had some speed on him. I think he had potential. Now, he was out there. He started for Denver, and he was carrying the ball.
He got him close to the goal line.
And he was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think that if they play him this year, that he's going to have a breakout season with the Broncos when he should have been with the Cowboys. But okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. But we compared his stats to Malik's. And Malik did better.
But Malik had more touches.
Right. So, but
the one time that what's his name?
Jaquan Hardy
came in, the offense was faster. He has energy.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to get the touches. Mm-hmm. But hey, we seen him on Hard Knock.
Yeah.
Last year, and he was actually our favorite.
Right. And remember when I kept on, what I asked you when you said, there go your boy Hardy out there, what I asked you?
I don't remember.
Did he have his glasses on?
We can't see, but
because you remember on Hard Knocks,
Zeke,
he was trying to run without his glasses, and Zeke was like, "Put your glasses on." And so did the running back coach.
Yeah,
kept telling him, "Put your glasses on."
He seemed like a humble,
because his contacts came out.
Yeah, he seemed like a humble young man, and could be a favorite. He got the speed.
I wish him well, man. I hope he does good.
Yeah,
because,
I hope so
like I always say, I'm a fan of football. Dallas is my team, but that doesn't mean I don't recognize the other players who out there hitting it.
Yeah. So, CeeDee Lamb. I'm just going to read it to you. It's not that serious.
Okay.
It says CeeDee Lamb missed practice on Wednesday with a foot injury, which is another blow to the Dallas Cowboy unit that's already short on proven talent. The good news is that the injury hasn't been dubbed a serious one for Lamb, who is set to be the Cowboys' unquestioned number one receiver.
Okay. All right.
It's probably
Come
a sprain.
on, CeeDee.
No, it's not a sprain. It's a cut. Has a cut on his foot that required stitches.
Okay, CeeDee. I don't know what you did, but don't be doing it again.
Wouldn't say how it happened. Just begrudgingly said clown stuff.
See, like I said, CeeDee. I don't know what you're doing, but don't do it again.
Yeah, because Amari's gone.
Amari is gone.
So is Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson is gone.
Gallup is hurt. Yeah, he's still there, but he's hurt.
Right.
So, he gotta.
CeeDee, you can't be messing up like that. But don't be messing up.
But you can't be mad at Wilson.
No.
The Dolphins gave that boy $22 million.
I'm not mad at him.
Get out of there, boy.
I hated that we lost him, but I'm not mad at him.
Get out of there, boy.
Do you? Take care of yourself.
Kavontae Turpin.
His name was mentioned quite a few times during the game.
Yeah. Y'all got him. It looks like he came from the USFL. This, the new one that just started.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the guy that we were looking at on this. Well, I don't know if that was you, but I was looking at it on a special, and I think that boy run like a 4.2, 4.3. And the final thing, Roquan from Chicago.
Right.
Oh, if y'all got him.
He wants to come.
Yeah, he want to come.
But we don't know if Jerry going to sign him.
Because he won $100 million. He want 5 years at $20 million.
I don't think we got room.
That boy 25 years old and he a monster.
But I don't think we got room.
I kind of agree with
not room for him, but room to pay him that salary that he wants.
Well, why don't you? I mean, CD is still on a rookie contract.
Yeah, but Dak and Zeke.
Dak took all that money?
And Zeke.
It's got to be more than them two. It's got to be more than
them two. DeMarcus got a nice little bit, but not like Dak and Zeke.
Right. Well,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see. It says...
and AB wants to come to Dallas.
Yeah, and he don't want a lot. He just wanna prove that he could do it.
Right.
But do you think that his distractions would be a problem?
I don't know. I like AB. I really liked him a lot when he was playing for the Steelers. But recently he just has a lot with him.
In order to bring AB to the Cowboys, Dak has to be a leader. Mm-hmm. He has to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, like my man, sit down.
Right.
I don't see that in Dak. He's more of a silent leader.
Yeah, but I think that if he had to be that person, he could be that person.
Let's hope so.
Let's see. I know at one time Cam said that he didn't have a problem coming to the Cowboys being a backup.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
But I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that recently.
We're missing somebody.
Who?
Well, let me touch this. It says, despite their lack of proven depth at the position, with Michael Gallup and James Washington sidelined to start the year, the Cowboys have not been overly eager to add to their wide receiver core. Hey, they don't want to add nobody.
Right, but they can't be putting all that pressure on CD like that.
Well, he's
I guess they said they're just going to wait and see what happens. And if they need to add somebody later on, they might have to bring somebody in mid-season when it's open for trades.
But see, it is 3 people that are available and looking to play somewhere. Mm-hmm. And one of them I don't know, but 2, one is your favorite, one of your favorites, Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley said he would come back to the Cowboys, and I would like to have Beasley back.
And the next one is Odell. He's not on a team yet.
Hey.
You take him?
I take OBJ.
I don't know who Ty Hilton is. I'm not familiar with him. But he's out there too.
Who did Hilton play for?
I have no idea.
Did he play for Cardinals?
Ty Hilton. Let's look him up. Ty Hilton. But
I want to say it was Cardinals, but I might be wrong.
While I'm looking him up, right? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your backup quarterback.
Ooh, let's not talk about Cooper.
He was trash. He was pure trash. And I sat there, and you heard me in the stands. Like, I'm a football fan. My team is the Giants, but I am, I would say, diehard NFC East. That's what I primarily watch. Philadelphia Eagles, Washington Commanders, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants.
Right.
I'm looking for those 4. But in the conference, I'm looking for the Giants. Like, you're looking for the Cowboys.
Of course.
But last year with that whole weakest conference, I didn't agree with that.
Exactly.
Right? So, but Ty Hilton, American football player who receives a free agent, played college football at FIU. I don't know what that is, and was drafted by the Colts.
Oh, he was with the Colts.
Yeah, but he's been playing since 2012. Cardinals. He's been playing since 2012. 5'10", 32 years old. It is what it is. But your quarterback, Cooper Rush, is his name? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was telling you during
the backup.
The backup. I was telling you during the game, like, bro, you see the stuff he's missing?
Right.
And when he ran, it was like he was running in mud.
He's slow.
And unsure. Mm-hmm. And, like, he's been there since 2017. Mm-hmm. The reason I'm saying this is because if you got somebody like a Cam Newton, see, if you're looking for Cam to be Cam of 2015, no. But if you're looking for somebody to put a boost of energy in your team, somebody that'll keep Dak honest, knowing that Cam will come in there and boost the crowd up, that's great. Get that man that minimum. I mean, what did he get? $1 million, $500,000 at first in New England, and depending on his play, it'll go up. Come on, man.
Right, and he's not even asking for anything. He just wants to play.
Just to prove himself.
Right.
But Cooper Rush, y'all should replace him. Mm-hmm. Y'all should have put his on the practice team.
They need to put DiNucci up as the...
DiNucci looks sharper.
Yes.
He looked sharper on the run. I think he had a run or two where he kind of broke out.
Yep.
But I don't know. That it makes me think, like, is it more than just talent on the football field? Or is it more so like somebody knows how to talk to somebody and whatnot?
I don't know.
But interesting game. We got to see the backup players.
Mm-hmm.
I think Malik Davis is your biggest prospect.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's all right. You had that.
And Turpin.
Yeah, that boy running a 4.3. 4.3. And I was looking at ESPN. They like him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's kind of like because he's only 5'9". But he's kind of like the guy that just went to Miami. Tyreek. He's that type of player. Fast. But yeah, I mean, they'd be okay. Yes, you got CeeDee Lamb, Dak, they doing what they do. And it's all right.
Yeah, we're going to be okay.
It's all right. Now, I did say NFC East, so we got to touch it for a minute.
Okay.
Who's the backup quarterback for the Giants?
What's the baby's name?
Tyrod
Taylor.
Interesting. I like Danny Jones, but ever since last year, with that breakout,
that run,
and
where he looked like he was about to fall over and flat on his face.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did fall, but
so the Giants have a quarterback that can get out of that pocket. You know how I feel about quarterbacks that can keep that defense honest. You got to respect the pass, and let's not kid ourselves. You know, that black quarterback thing. If you get to the NFL, you can pass, but your strength is your feet.
Right.
Like Mr. Lamar Jackson.
Right.
I think that every quarterback needs at least one, every team needs at least one cornerback that can stretch them like that. You don't drop your safeties back too far.
Right.
Because I'm out of here. Right?
Go.
I think the Giants, if they play this guy right, it'll add some dimension to the team. If Saquon doesn't get hurt again, I think they'll be okay. I don't expect them to win the division. I think the Cowboys are going to win the division again. I think a strong second is going to be Philadelphia. I like the quarterback, Justin. Jalen Hurts. I like him. They still have that boy from Alabama.
Devontae.
Heisman Trophy winner. They got some other players too. So, yeah, I kind of see it 1 Dallas, 2 Philly. I'm thinking 3 Washington and 4 Giants.
Again.
I think so. The Giants still need some pieces.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's the NFC East. Any other division, don't talk to me about them. I don't care. I don't care nothing about the Rams. You hear that, Chris? I care nothing about the Rams.
We don't care, Chris.
We don't care.
We don't care, Zay Eric.
We don't care. I'm tired of hearing the respect to Tom Brady. But okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got it. I don't care about all these other divisions and all that stuff. NFC East all day.
All day.
I got to put you on the spot.
Oh, I thought that was it.
We're going to end it with this.
Okay.
Cowboys. 18 games this year?
17.
17 games.
I called it last year. I said 12-5, and that's what we did.
What y'all doing this year?
I really haven't sat down and looked at the schedule like that.
Yes, you did. Don't do it to me. We did do that. You're not getting off that easy. Yes, you did.
Did I say 12-5 again?
We went over every game.
Man, I don't remember, though.
We went over every game.
I'm just going to say 12-5.
For the people, I'm about to pull up their schedule.
Oh, Lordy, Lord.
And I'm going to have you, I'm going to run through it, right? You talk about tickets. I don't want them there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tampa Bay is our season opener at home.
Let's see. Dallas Cowboys preseason. The next game is against the Chargers. It's preseason. First game of the season, September 11th.
Tampa Bay.
Everybody take notes, right?
At home.
Tampa Bay.
We got it this time.
Okay, so that's one game. Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, my God. That wide receiver core, Jamar Chase and Higgins. What we doing here? We ain't got all day, baby. Come on now. Cincinnati Bengals at the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm.
Sounds like you want to do a 1-1.
Man, come on. We can't do this right now. You know I got to think about it.
Oh, yeah?
I got to think about it.
Yep. You heard that sound?
I heard
just
that sound.
balled up my paper and threw it away because you stuck. Okay, let's go 1-1 if you're unsure.
Oh, man. Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the one up. Tampa Bay or Cincinnati. They're gonna beat one of those teams and lose the one. Let's just say it like that.
Okay.
Who? Let's not say who. Good?
Okay.
Okay. Next game. Giants.
Oh, you know we got that.
So that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2. Okay. Next game. Washington.
We got that too.
That's 3. So right now you're 3-1. Mm-hmm. Next game. LA Rams. 3-2?
Yeah.
Okay. Dallas Cowboys. Next game. Philadelphia.
Is it in Philly or is it at home?
It's at Philly.
We gonna win.
Okay, that's 4-2. Mm-hmm. That's 4 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Next game, Detroit.
We got that one too.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I know old boy said he gonna have a good season, but
we watched that.
Yeah, we watched him on the pivot.
Okay, how many is that? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Next game, Chicago Bears.
Who's their quarterback?
Black dude, Justin Fields, I think. He gets out of that pocket.
Well, I really don't know what Chicago
That'll
working
make you
with.
5-3. It's getting scary.
I don't know what Chicago working with.
Okay, so just take the win.
Okay.
So that's 6-2 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Next game. Woo, Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers. Now, come on, baby.
I'm gonna have to take the L on that
6-3. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 5-3?
No, 6-3.
6-3.
Mm-hmm.
Next game, Minnesota Vikings.
7-3.
7-3. Next game, Giants.
8-3.
Next game, Indianapolis Colts. Carson Wentz.
9-3.
9-3. Houston Texans.
10-3.
Ooh. Jacksonville Jaguars.
11-3.
Philadelphia Eagles again.
We gonna lose. It's always one.
11-4.
Yeah.
Okay. Next game. You ready for this, right? Tennessee Titans.
What's next after that?
Nah, give me the Tennessee Titans. You want to take that 4?
Okay.
5. That would be 5 losses.
That is 11-5.
Next game and last final game, Washington Commanders.
12-5.
So you sticking on 12-5.
I'm
Remember everybody, she
12-5.
said 12-5.
12-5.
What we're not going to do, we are not doing the Giants. I ain't got time. Okay, 12-5.
12-5.
Episode 15, season 2. We kept it kind of light. Talked about some weirdos. A janky stadium. We talked about the Cowboys. We predicted the Cowboys are going to be 12-5.
12-5. You hear that, Skip, Shannon? 12-5.
12-5.
Look, like Skip and Shannon really listen to us.
Before I shut it down. Super Bowl or bust?
Super Bowl or bust?
You heard it. And we out of here.
We out.
We are done.
It's Al and Yolanda. Got to be more careful.